I welcome you to the Messiah channel. It is an end time prophetic channel. Today, our discussion is focused on Isaiah prophecy relating to the Hebrew Israelites. What does the prophecy say about the Hebrew Israelites? Today, we are dedicating this message to uh, the prophecy in Isaiah, the prophecy book of Isaiah, in relation to the Hebrew Israelites. The Hebrew Israelites are scattered over the world and they have not been gathered yet. As part of our end time expose, we have discussed who the Hebrew Israelites are. These are the children of Jacob who were taken out of their land, kidnapped, and they were enslaved, and they were shipped to the four corners of the earth, and they are still living in captivity. The prophecy is clear that these children of Jacob, some people call them Negroes, they call them people of color. They identify by the color of their skin. But if you look at prophecy, they are the chosen of God, and they had to pass through the curses that the Lord imposed on the children of Jacob, as outlined in Deuteronomy chapter 28. And so today we are looking at the prophecy in Isaiah regarding the future of the Hebrew Israelites. They are the downtrodden of the world. They are the wretched of the earth. These are people who are sitting on prophecy. The prophecy are very clear in the book of Isaiah. So we are looking at the prophecy relating to the Hebrew Israelites. The first prophecy is that they will be gathered by the Messiah himself, and that prophecy is in Isaiah. And so let's look at the prophecy in Isaiah 11. Isaiah 11, verse 11. And it shall come to pass that in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt, and from Patros and from Cush, and from Elam and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And when you talk about the islands of the sea, you have to remember that the prophet Isaiah saw islands. He could not name them. When you are in a vision, it's not everything that you know what they mean. And you remember that when the prophets were in vision, the Lord had to send angels to them to explain what they were seeing. And so Isaiah saw Elam, he saw Patros, he saw Cush. Cush means Ethiopia. It could mean Sudan, but definitely Cush means Africa. And the prophet Isaiah also saw the islands of the sea. And these are the islands where the children of Jacob were enslaved, and they were kidnapped, and they were taken in ships, and they were sent to those nations. You have to remember that the United States is an island, because the prophet could see the United States as an island, a nation, a strange nation surrounded by oceans, surrounded by waters. It's a land of waters. It's an island. The United States surrounded by waters. Jamaica, Guam, Trinidad, Tobago, and all those countries, islands of the sea. And so the prophet says that a time will come when the Lord himself, the Messiah, will gather the remnants of Israel and the disperse of Judah from the four corners of the earth. And so that is the prophecy in Isaiah regarding the gathering of the Hebrews who are scattered all over the world. And when they are gathered, they will sing praises to the Lord. And the prophet Isaiah talks about the praises that the children of Jacob will sing to the Most High for delivering them from captivity, as he did in the days of Egypt, as he did in the days of Moses, as he did in the days of Pharaoh. And Isaiah 12 is the praise, the song of praises that the Hebrew Israelites will sing to praise the name of Elohim, who will gather the outcasts of Israel and the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So we can read about this, the song of praise in Isaiah chapter 12. And in that day thou shalt say, O Lord, I will praise thee, though thou wast angry with me. Thy anger is turned away, and thou comforted me. Oh, your anger was with me, but you have turned away from the anger. And now today I'm a Hebrew. I was a captive. My ancestors were kidnapped and they were enslaved. They were put on ships to fulfill what you told our grandfather Moses in Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. But now, after thousands of years, you are a true God. You are faithful and true, and your commandments stand. And lo and behold, after so many years of captivity, now you have delivered us from captivity. So, Lord Elohim, this is your song of praise. And so this song of praise is in Isaiah chapter 12. You can read it. And when the Hebrew Israelites are gathered, what will happen? They will be placed at a place. They will send to a place, and they will inherit the land that was promised to them. And they will go out of captivity. And the captivity in Babylon is very crucial. It is the most significant captivity. I'm talking about the Hebrew Israelites who were kidnapped from their land, kidnapped after the events in AD 70 in Jerusalem, where they fled to other parts of the world and established their kingdom, the kingdom of Judah, in West Africa, from where they were taken into captivity by ships from Gentile nations, Gentile Germany, Gentile France, Gentile Italy, Gentile Holland, Gentile United Kingdom, and they were sent into the islands of the sea, Babylon, America being one of the principal places where the children of Jacob were sent. They were persecuted and prosecuted. And so if you look at the records of America's criminal justice system, the Hebrews were incarcerated in out of proportion to their population. You see more Negroes being incarcerated They are being profiled. They were subjected, or they have been subjected to the most cruel treatment, and even treatment that will be considered as cruel and unusual under the Constitution of the United States. The Hebrew Israelites have been subjected to such cruel and unusual punishment that is even in violation of the so-called Constitution of Babylon, America. And so when we're talking about the prophecy on the Hebrew Israelites, we should not forget the state of the condition of the Negroes who are in Babylon, America, Babylon, United States. And the United States is the Babylon spoken of in the book of Revelation, and it's very clear when you are looking at what the Lord will do to Babylon. And here, as we talk about the Isaiah prophecy on the Hebrew Israelites, we have to look at what will happen to Babylon, America, after the Hebrews are taken out of Babylon, America, by the hand of Elohim. And for us to look at what will before Babylon, America, that participated in the captivity of the children of Judah, we need to read the prophecy of Isaiah outlined in chapter 13 of the book of Isaiah. And when I read from this Bible, King James Version, when I look at chapter 13 of the book of Isaiah, I see the heading, a prophecy against Babylon. The prophet Isaiah is prophesying against Babylon, the nation that took part in the captivity of the children of Judah and the dispersed of Judah, the outcasts of Israel. So let's look at what happened to Babylon, America. We are talking about the destruction of Babylon, America. And the prophet Isaiah is telling us what will happen to Babylon, America. And he starts in Isaiah 13 verse 1, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see. The burden on Babylon, the judgment on Babylon, the destruction of Babylon, the desolation of Babylon, even Babylon, America, which was seen by somebody, a prophet, the prophet who prophesied the birth of the Messiah 700 years before it came to pass. The same prophet, Amos' son, Isaiah, the son of Amos, is prophesying about Babylon, America, the nation that will take the children of Israel into captivity and hide them for over 400 years. There will be a desolation on Babylon when the children of Judah are taken out of Babylon. The second Exodus, the second gathering of the children of Jacob, the children of Israel. And the prophet Isaiah is talking about it. And you can read from Isaiah chapter 10. We are not going to all Isaiah chapter 13, but we are looking at Isaiah chapter 13, verse 10. The prophecy against Babylon, the prophecy against United States, the nation that kidnapped the children of Israel and hid them into captivity and caused all causes of persecution and prosecution, jailing them, encarcerating them in large numbers, even killing them, doing racial profiling on them, deleting their names from the Constitution, raping them and causing them to be afflicted with drugs, with diseases, even madness, psychological inferiority, because of the projection of white supremacy on the children of Israel. The prophecy against Babylon is clear in Isaiah chapter 13, and when we read from verse 10 of Isaiah 13, something will happen to Babylon. Isaiah 13 verse 10, for the stars of heaven and the constellation thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Babylon will be darkened, the sun will not shine, the moon will not give her light, because Babylon will be desolated. If you are in a plane and you are going to land in New York, you see lights all over. If you are going to land in Chicago, you see lights all over. If you are going to land in Denver, you see lights all over. If you are going to land at Washington Marshall Airport or Dallas Airport in Virginia, you see light, a nation of light. But as a result of the prophecy, the oracle against Babylon, something will happen to Babylon, the nation that enslaved the children of Judah. Isaiah 13 verse 10, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine on Babylon, America. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. And that is a prophecy against Babylon, and not only against Babylon, because the prophet Isaiah is saying in Isaiah 13 verse 11 that the Lord Elohim, the Most High, sitting on his throne in heaven, will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. Who are the wicked? They are the wicked Gentile powers who enslave the children of God, the children who have a covenant relationship with God, a covenant passing through Abraham to Isaac to Jacob. These are the wicked of the earth. They will be punished. They will be punished alongside Babylon, because Isaiah 13 is very clear that the Lord will punish Babylon. And how will the Lord punish Babylon? In what form will the punishment take? Let's look at Isaiah chapter 13 verse 19. Isaiah 13 verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Listen to the wisdom and the metaphor that the prophet Isaiah, the son of Amos, is using against Babylon. Babylon, United States, the land of brave, the land of the wicked, the land of plenty, the land of the captors of the children of Judah. The prophet Isaiah is speaking against you. Oh, Isaiah, the son of Amos, is talking about your desolation because of what you did to the children of God, the Hebrew Israelites, those whose lives don't matter to you. The Lord will punish you. In Isaiah 13 verse 19, the Lord is talking about how he will punish you. Isaiah 13 verse 19, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the glory of kingdoms. You say your nation is the best in the world. You boast about it. And so many blasphemous things come from the mouth of your president, your pharaohs, and your Nebuchadnezzars. The glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency. Oh, America is the most democratic nation in the world, is the richest nation in the world, is the Chaldees' excellency, and the Lord shall overthrow you as the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And you know why the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah? Because of the iniquities of Sodom and Gomorrah. Because in Sodom and in Gomorrah, the LGBT crowd was prepared to rape angels of the Lord. As rape goes on in Babylon, as transgenderism goes on in Babylon, as blasphemous things are said about Babylon, as the children of God are introduced to the heathen culture of homosexuality and transgenderism, the Lord overthrew Babylon. And in Isaiah chapter 13, verse 19, the Lord is saying, Babylon shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And so Babylon, America, will be like Sodom and Gomorrah. It will be overthrown. And for those who are watching the channel, you were told that I saw in a vision brimstone and fire hovering over United States. A vision that I saw in Baltimore, and that vision confirms Isaiah chapter 13 verse 19, because the Lord overthrew Babylon in the same manner that it overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. America is the Sodom and Gomorrah that the prophet Isaiah is talking about in Isaiah chapter 13 verse 19. And definitely, in addition to being Sodom and Gomorrah, Babylon, America will be desolated and destroyed because of the treatment that you gave to the children of God. I'm talking about the people of color, those you call the people of color. You know them by the color of their skins, and you know them by the name that you gave them. You call them all names, and you even call them animals. You call them Negroes, and the Lord will overthrow your cities as he did to the heathen cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. So that is Isaiah chapter 13 for you. And after all those things, what will happen to the Hebrew Israelites? The prophecy is very clear. The Lord will restore them. And the prophet Isaiah is talking about the restoration. And when we look and watch and read and excite ourselves and enlighten ourselves and give us hope, we will read what will happen to the children of Jacob after they have been gathered from Babylon. They will be restored. They will be restored. The prophet Isaiah is talking about their restoration in Isaiah chapter 14. So let's look at Isaiah chapter 14 verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Let me read again Isaiah 14 verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. It's very clear. English is not my native language, but I understand it. And the Hebrews who are scattered in Babylon, America, you forgot your language. You forgot your native language. You know English. You can read Isaiah 14 verse 1. You understand what the prophet Isaiah is saying in Isaiah 14 verse 1. He's saying that the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. The disobedience that caused the children of Jacob to be scattered to Babylon, America, to go through the heinous and wicked iniquities perpetrated on you, the Lord will have mercy on you. Oh, children of Jacob, you are no longer Negroes, you are children of Jacob. The Lord will have mercy on you. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and housemates. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Oh, Isaiah 14 verse 2 is talking about something that the Negroes did not think would happen. The prophet Isaiah is saying that the Gentiles who enslaved the children of Jacob, they will become slaves and servants and housemaids of the children of Jacob after the children of Jacob are restored in their own land, the land that has been taken by strangers and Gentiles. All kinds of books, all kinds of movies, all kinds of documentaries, all kinds of laws are there to hide the identity of the Hebrews. They call them Negroes. But the Lord will restore them in Isaiah 14 verse 1. And after the restoration, the Lord shall what? Shall cause the servants and handmaids to come and serve them. And who are the servants and handmaids? They shall take them captive. Whose captives they were? It's an English language. You don't need Shakespeare to explain that to you. Those who take the children of Jacob captives, in the end, they will become captives of the children of Jacob, and they will serve them. Now, a lot of the children of Jacob are serving the Gentiles. Even after 400 years, the servitude is there, involuntary servitude is there, is going on. It's going on in Babylon, America. The tables will turn, and the blessings of Elohim will pour on those who yesterday were slaves and captives, and their captors will go into captivity. The Lord is very clear. And so this is the prophecy of the prophet Isaiah regarding the Hebrew Israelites. And as I go over, Isaiah 11 talks about the gathering of the outcasts of Israel and the dispersed of Judah. Isaiah 12 talks about the song of praise that will be sung. And let me remind you that a new song will be sung when you enter heaven. The book of Revelation is very clear. They will sing the new song of Moses and the Lamb of God. They will sing A new song of Moses and the Lamb of God, the Messiah, Yeshua, Jesus Christ. A new song will be sung as we are transported into heaven, into the presence of Elohim. But for the time being, when Elohim is gathering the dispersed of Judah, the outcasts of Israel from Babylon, a song of praise will be sung, and the song is written in Isaiah chapter 12, a song of praise for the Lord delivering his children out of captivity and taking them into their own land so that they can possess their possessions. And the Lord will remember the iniquity of the Amorites. The Lord will remember the iniquity of Babylon, America. And Babylon, America will be destroyed as outlined in Isaiah chapter 13, and it will be destroyed in the same manner as the Lord overthrew the heathen cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. And the final restoration will come. The Hebrew Israelites, the people of color, those who are crying Black Lives Matter, they will now cry Hebrew Lives Matter. They will be restored in their own land. And the prophet Isaiah is saying that the Lord will have mercy on them and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them. Strangers shall be joined with them. I believe these are strangers. They are not part of the covenant of Elohim, the covenant that the Lord had with Israel, the chosen of God. Strangers from Gentile nations, those who obey Elohim, those that the Lord will have mercy on them. They will be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Salvation will come to them. But in the final analysis, Israel will rule over their oppressors. Israel will rule over the oppressors. Babylon will be destroyed. And who will destroy Babylon? The burden of Babylon. The Lord is talking about the Medes and Persians. The Medes and Persians. Who are the Medes and Persians? We'll do a special commentary on the Medes and Persians. Is it Iran? Is it Iran that is going to destroy Babylon? The prophet Isaiah is talking about the destruction of Babylon by the Medes and the Persians. December 3rd, 2023. I was watching the news and I heard Iranian proxies attacking American warships in the Red Sea. A prophecy, is it going to be fulfilled very soon? I know it will be fulfilled, but the question I'm asking is whether the prophecy will be fulfilled very soon. And my answer is that yes, because the final trumpet of heaven has sounded. And so for the Hebrew Israelites, your gathering is coming. The song you will sing to praise your Lord and Redeemer, you need to be ready for the song. Babylon will be destroyed, you'll be restored, and your former oppressors will be taken captives, and they will be your housemaids and house servants. Praise the Lord. Is not what I'm saying, is the prophecy by Isaiah, the son of Amos. Thank you for watching this video.